It's that time of the night that we all love. Time to learn some proper English pronunciations. And let me bring in our technical guy, our go-to guy when it comes to pronunciations. None other than Willis, the word master, also known as Willis Ocheng. It's great to see you looking royal in purple, Willis. How are you doing?
I'm good, Betty. And how is the capital city tonight?
The capital is very cold, but we are doing very, very well. Willis, let's get straight to our word on the street and get to hear what Kenyans had to say this time round.
Veterinarian. Veterinarian. Veterinarian.
Veterinarians. 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 Veterinarians.
Veterinarian. Veterinarian.
Veterinarian.
Veterinarian. Veterinarian. Veterinarian.
Veterinarian. Veterinarian. Veterinarian. Sindio?
Willis, that's another difficult word on the street. I'm not sure if I can be able to pronounce that word very well. I don't even want to try. Or let me give it a shot. Veterinarian? Willis, help us, please.
No, Betty, I have always said that when it comes to English pronunciations or pronouncing English words, nobody can be totally perfect because, you know, the way we were taught when we were young at the formative stage, some of the words we mispronounce because of what we used to hear at that stage. But anyway, the word in question is veterinarian. Veterinarian.
Oh, okay.
Veterinarian. Wow. So when we have veterinary or veterinary, but the person is veterinarian.
Wow, that's a surprise, Willis. Veterinarian. Wow. Okay, so that's a surprise, yes. Willis. Moving on to another word here. Do you say tuberculosis or tuberculosis?
We have culosis, not tuberculosis. You see, also, sometimes what our ears, hear commonly, like sometimes, Bet, you must have heard many people talking of comedian. The word is comedian. We have comedy, but we don't say comedian. And we also hear of tuberculosis quite often until some of us think it's the correct pronunciation. But the acceptable or the standard pronunciation of this word is tuberculosis. Tuberculosis.
Okay. All right, Willis. Got that one. Moving on to another word here. Do you say sojourn, meaning a temporary stay?
Sojourn, not sojourn, not sojourn. Sojourn, to stay somewhere temporarily. Sojourn.
Okay, Willis, let's move on to another word. Do we say thumbprint? Which is that word, Willis?
Betty, B is silent in that word. As I said the other time, we have thumb, not thumb. So in this case, we say thumbprint, not thumbprint.
All right.
Thumbprint.
Thumbprint. Got it, Willis. And this one is secretariat or secretariat?
We say te, secretariat. Many people say secretariat, but that is not the correct pronunciation. We say tariat. And we should also avoid secretariat. Tariat, no. Secretariat. We also say secretarial, not secretarial.
Okay, secretarial college. Got it, Willis. This other word, somersault or somersault?
Letter O takes the mid-central vowel sound, So we say somersault, to somersault, not to somersault.
All right, somersault. And then moving on to our feedback, Willis, we have quite a number of questions. Let me take one from Thomas or Thomas Madenge. Which one is it? Do you say Thomas or Thomas?
we say Thomas, not Thomas. The
All
spelling
right.
is Thomas as we look at the name or the word, but we pronounce it as Thomas, just like Esther, not Esther.
Okay, all right. So Thomas is asking this word. Do you say Charles or Charles? Another name there.
What really confuses many people when we're talking about that cup from which people, take wine and all that in church, we talk of chalice. That is C-H-A-L-I-C-E, chalice.
Yes.
But the name of a person, we should avoid saying chalice the way we hear of it in the villages and all that, or even in the urban centers. Chalice, no. As a name of a person, we say so and so is called Charles. Charles, not
Okay.
chalice.
All right, Willis, not chalice. Guyana wanted to know this word from this particular country. Do we say Seychelles or Seychelles?
We have two acceptable pronunciations for that country. You can say Seychelles, but commonly in English, we say Seychelles.
Okay.
Seychelles. What we should avoid is Seychelles, Seychelles, Seychelles. No. Seychelles or Seychelles.
All right, Willis. All right. Moving on to your surprise word. Do we have a surprise word tonight?
I can't miss a surprise word for our viewers, Betty.
Yes.
When we talk of a small amount of something that remains, many people talk of residues.
Yes.
Residues.
Residue.
With that voiceless sound, residues. We should realize, or we should know, that both S's takes the voiced sound Z, like a Z. So we say residues. Residues. We should avoid residues. That is my surprise word for tonight, Betty.
Got it, Willis. Always a pleasure having you on the show, teaching us those difficult pronunciations. Thank you very much, Willis.
Thank you too, Betty, and I should say you're welcome, and it's always my pleasure to be on my seat talking about standard or acceptable English pronunciations.
Willis, the word master there, coming to us from Kisumu County with those difficult and sometimes tricky pronunciations. You can get him on Twitter at Willis Ocheng1.